Welcome to your virtual grocery shopping tour. I am really excited to be doing this with you today, so let's get started. Starting on page 1, what I want you to do is download the EWG app if you have not already. This app will help you decipher between what's a clean ingredient and what's not. Let's take a look. Exit here. The app looks like this green one. Open it. And we're going to just go ahead and do Cheez-Its. So here in the corner, it gives us a number ranking based off of best score, worst score, and this is how toxic or bad the item could be for us. So we'll notice that this says 9, which is high. It's incredibly toxic, and when we look down here, here's why. The only thing in green is it's good for the high protein content. Everything else, like it's not being organic, lots of additives, having soybean oil and yellow dyes, number 5 and number 6, TBHQ. These are you're staying on the shelf and not going into my cart item. For something like, let's just do organic milk, it's lower on the concern level, and it's organic, no added ingredients. The only thing that it says is that milk does contain natural lactose, which is sugar. It occurs naturally, but it does make it, it's not biased, it ranks it for that. So that's how you use this app. Now if we go down, what you want to always avoid no matter what is artificial sweeteners, canola oil, margarine, food dyes. Those are the top 4 big no-nos. Helpful hints, you guys can read this at your own, but you want to always read the ingredients label. It doesn't matter if it's labeled on the front sugar-free, gluten-free. A lot of that's just marketing, and a lot of times there's added chemicals, so always flip over your item and read the label on it, even if it's a trusted brand, because you never know. Fat does not make you fat. Sugar is what causes weight gain. Do not skimp on the full fat options, guys. There's actually usually chemicals added to the low fat, no fat items, and that's not good for us. And then if it has more than 5 ingredients, it should be on your warning list. Like if things have a lot of ingredients, I start being like, it starts going on the maybe. Okay, so we're going to jump in here right to produce. I get most of my produce from Walmart, and I do it based off the Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen. If an item is on the Dirty Dozen, like strawberries, it has to be bought organic. If an item is on the Clean 15, like avocados, it can be bought regular. So we're going to go over to Walmart, and I've already had them in my cart, but you can get a regular bag or a bag of regular avocados for $2.98. If you wanted them organic, it would be right around the same price for Walmart because they have good prices on produce. There we go. Organic is $2.96 for a small bag of avocados. It's $2.98 for a large bag of avocados. When we go to something like strawberries, organic strawberries are extremely expensive anyways, but when they're off season, they're not only hard to find, but if you can find them, you're going to spend $6-7. So what we do is we'll type in strawberries, of course, and we get them frozen. So you will save money buying your organic out of season produce frozen every time. So we already got a bag there. I know we just did avocados. You can save money not buying our avocados already frozen, but buying a big bag of them, mashing them up, putting them into ice cube trays and throwing them in the freezer yourself. And then it's a great way to add healthy fat to your smoothies. Also a delicious way. So that's produce. Let's go to eggs. Pasture raised free range eggs. I tend to get my eggs from Target if Walmart is out of stock of the brand that I like. So we'll go to Happy Farms and see if they have any. Vital and Happy Farms are my go-to. I can't type today. Yep, still having that problem. So the Happy Egg Company organic free range large count, $7.82. That's exactly the price I love, and that is what I will be getting. I'd like to go back to that sheet that I had. Now, pasture raised free range is what you need. Cage free is marketing, and it's still not good. It's better than conventional, but still has a long way to go to being a good egg for us to eat. Let's read this word for word. Pasture raised is organic, but organic is not always pasture raised. So again, check those labels, make sure it doesn't say cage free. Going to milk. Milk should be organic, grass-fed, hormone-free, antibiotic-free. Raw is the best type of milk to consume, but they don't sell raw milk in the grocery stores, and as nice as it sounds to go to a farm and a co-op and get milk, I don't have that luxury. So, unhomogenized is the next best you could do. The brand I like is Kalana. They don't have Kalana at Target, Kroger, or Walmart. So the next best thing that you can do is getting grass-fed milk. And I actually have that on my list over here already. Now you can get a gallon of whole milk, organic whole milk, and that's perfectly fine as well. We don't drink a bunch of milk, so we opt for the half gallon and we get grass-fed because it's around the same price either way. But this is the brand we do. Again, you want to always check your labels, even on milk, to make sure they are not adding anything in. And in this case, it's organic milk, vitamin D3. When it comes to alternative milk, you want to make sure that you get organic whenever possible. If they don't have organic available, you want to get GMO free. So if we go to Silk, which they are known to be GMO free based off of that picture right there. We're still going to need to read labels, which at Walmart, guys, if you're trying to read a label, the pictures aren't always helpful. If you go down here to nutrition facts and more details, just scroll down, you can start seeing ingredients. So they don't have any carcinogen or carrageenan, which is a carcinogen. And there, when we've read the list, we can go ahead and add that to cart, which we have. Next on the list would be yogurt. I'm actually going to skip over yogurt there and jump to Kroger, because Kroger is who has what I use for yogurt. So I get the Simple Truth Organic Whole Milk Plain Greek Yogurt. You still want to double check ingredients, which if you go to nutrition label, you should be able to see ingredients. It's cultured skim milk, even though it says whole milk, which is always fun. Again, they can lie up here all they want, that's the point. But this is the yogurt that I get because it's the best that I can. Butter, highly recommend. Oh, let me go back to yogurt. Do not buy flavored yogurt. It's a waste of money. It's full of sugar and sometimes dyes. So what we get is the Greek yogurt like you just saw, and we add frozen fruit, honey, and or stevia to it, and we have a delicious treat that way. Okay, back to butter. I like Kerrygold butter. However, I do not always like the price of Kerrygold butter. So unless it's under $3, I skip getting it, which right now it's over $3. So we're going to get challenge butter instead, which is still better for you than margarine, and it is hormone free. You want to opt for unsalted when possible. What you don't ever want to get is something like this, guys. This is anything that's easily spreadable has oil in it of some sort, usually hydrogenated oil, which is really bad for you. So this is a brand I trust, but this is not an item that I would get. Cheese is another item or the next item for dairy. I actually shop at Target for cheese. It is the best price that I have found. There we go. So I don't ever get, or I try not to get the cheese that looks like this that has orange or bright yellow in it. Usually that has a natto in it, or a natto, however you want to say it, which, while not a numbered die, can still cause problems. We're going to pick up some cheese sticks for the family and get some finely shredded cheese. If you do not grate cheese yourself, you do run the risk of having cellulose in it, which this does, which helps keep it from caking. But I don't have time to shred my own cheese today, so this is what I'm getting. But you still want to open that up and look at it and make sure all the ingredients look okay. Know what you're buying. Okay. Cream cheese. Let's go back to Target for cream cheese. I actually don't get regular cream cheese. I like the brand Michaels, which we're going to find it in here. So this is cashew milk cream cheese, and I'm very happy with the ingredients and the flavor and usually the price. So it has cashew milk, coconut cream, sea salt, cultures. Great for me, love it, and get the taste always. The next one that we will be looking at is bread, and that means we're going back to Target. For bread, you want to get gluten-free when possible, sprouted grain or Ezekiel bread. Be careful to avoid breads that say keto on them. Usually that means they have some kind of hydrogenated oil in them, and it is not a good option. So we're going to go for breads and tortillas. Let's first do here. The bread that I recommend, and they have a gluten-free version at Sprouts, but not at Target, so we get the regular, is something called Carbonat bread. And they have two different versions. Sometimes it's on sale for $5.99, sometimes not. But you can get this Carbonat seeded or Carbonat white. We get the Carbonat white. Let's double check our ingredients. notice there's not canola oil or anything like that in there, which is really good. So we're going to get that. And then for tortillas, Siete is a really good brand for tortilla. See if I can pull it up here. So grain-free shells, I do this one. For almond flour shells, I do here. I actually get these at Walmart because they're $7 there. And the taco seasoning, this is the brand that I get. The ingredients are fantastic. And really, again, I cook for a family of 4 and we use half a packet. So it can be split into 2. On your tortilla shells, remember it's important that you're looking for the oil, what kind of oil is made with them. Not all tortilla shells have oil, but some do, so always check. Pasta. So we will go back to Walmart for pasta. And looking over here at that, I get chickpea pasta. You can get chickpea or lentil noodle. You want to make sure there's not a lot of extra ingredients in it. So if we go to here, it's just chickpea flour. Banza can be a good option, but they do have additional additives like xanthan gum and some other things, so less ingredients is better. So I get this chickpea pasta here. Another good pasta, it's a little more expensive, is this one here. It's made with zucchini flour, lentil flour, and pea flour, but it tastes pretty good and it holds up well. Excuse me. Banza mac and cheese, again, we just talked about. It's got extra ingredients. It's healthier than some of the other mac and cheeses out there. So, again, looking at ingredients. No bad oils of this one. There is some pea protein and xanthan gum, but it's a lot better than having yellow number 5 and toxic flours and stuff in it. So it's a good option if you need mac and cheese. Pizza. We always opt for a pizza that's free of harmful oils and flours. We do get pizza as a treat from Walmart, and we get the store-bought Walmart brand, or excuse me, the store-bought cauliflower brand. And this is the one that we get, and this is what it looks like. And ingredient-wise, it's one of the cleaner ones, surprisingly. Cauliflower is another okay brand, but this is the one that I enjoy getting. It tastes good. It doesn't have added sugars to it. Go. And it just tastes the best, and it's something I don't have to make myself, so that's what we get from Walmart. Flours, you can get for advanced plan almond or coconut flour. For people who are more sensitive to almond and coconut, you can do core plant flours, which are tapioca, arrowroot, cassava, and pumpkin seed flour. If you're still sensitive there, you could look at making your own sourdough bread with I'm not an expert with making sourdough, but I do know that that's still a better option than just regular wheat. Oops. Going to carbonated beverages, kombucha is fermented tea. Sugar is necessary, but it's natural sugar in there that's fermented from the fruit. It's a great replacement for sodas, and it tastes really good, and it's really good for your gut. I recommend brands like GT or Health-Ade. And we're going to go to Target for the kombucha and for sodas. So we're going to jump over. And I do believe that kombucha has savings with it, but we'll see. Yep. So this is the fun part about shopping online is it tells you when you have a coupon, especially at Target. So we're going to click over here and it says save 30%. If it has a green checkbox, it means it's your coupon. If not, you have to add it. But we're going to add this to cart after we check the ingredients. You'll see it does have some sugar in it, but for the most part, really, really good numbers here. And ingredients. Sevia is the soda brand that I recommend getting. It is dye-free, it's sugar-free, it's made with stevia. It's usually, like I said, it's dye-free, so it's clear, and they have a bunch of different flavors. I do get these from Target. They're on sale from time to time. The highest price I'll pay is $6.99 for a 6-pack. Sometimes I can get them down to $4.99, which I am a huge fan of. So we'll get that one. There are other brands of sodas out there. Zevia just has the most flavors. That's why I recommend it. And the no sugar content. For juice, we get if and when we get juice, we get it from here. So Soja, however you say this, has a juice. They have a kids line, which is a lot less sugar in this than in other juices. And the ingredients are better. I would still water that down. I don't recommend giving juice a lot. I do it very sparingly. You want to make sure there's not a lot of added sugars. And the juice that I actually give my daughter is this one. And I drink this at times too. It's Uber Greens. And you can see it. Cucumber, celery, grapefruit, green chard, and lettuce is what's in this. And there are no added sugars whatsoever. The sugar that it comes with at all would be from the grapefruit and the lemon. If you need a juice box option for your children, what's way better than Capri Suns or Hi-C would be Honest juice boxes. Again, it shouldn't be an everyday thing. Water is really good for us and our children. You can flavor water with fruit. You can get some Stir, which is a water additive. They have berry flavors and different things, and you can add that to their water, but use juice sparingly. But Honest is a good brand to use if you're going to get it. Sports drinks. There is no sports drink. Oops, there we go. Gatorade or Powerade that I would ever recommend drinking. They're horrible for you. I would be having to die of thirst, and even then I would question it. They are full of dye, they are full of sugars, they are full of preservatives. It is not healthy. That is just really, really good marketing that they used. So what I recommend instead is either getting an electrolyte packet like Ultima, which they don't sell at Target, Kroger, or Walmart, unfortunately, or you can get something like coconut water. Which you just want to make sure they don't have added sugars to it. It should be just coconut water. Which they don't have sugar actually in here. This is just from the coconut. So this is a brand you can get. Coffee. You want to make sure your coffee is fair traded, shade grown, which means it's lower in mycotoxins, which is something that can help cause cancer. So having it lower in that is a really good thing. And you want to make sure it's always organic. Coffee beans are heavily sprayed, so are tea leaves. So making sure that your coffee and your tea are both bought organic is a really good idea. We're going to go into meats and proteins. We're going to go back to Walmart for this one. The best price that I have found for grass-fed beef is at Walmart, and it is, you get a 3-pack or 3-pound pack of 3 for $17.48. It's $2 cheaper than the other places, so this is where I get our grass-fed beef. Occasionally I will get chicken from here, which if you guys want to save money on free-range chicken, which it should be free-range organic, get bone-in. Bone-in chicken tends to be way cheaper by about $2 a pound than the boneless. It also goes on sale more because people don't buy it as often. So if I can start typing well again. Walmart sometimes is out of their bone-in. We will see. Make sure we say in store. Well, you get the chicken breast here. It looks like it's about $6.68 a pound. They may be out of the bone-in, which go figure. But this is what you want to get: organic chicken, as best as you can. Okay. As far as chicken strips, Applegate's a brand I trust, but when we read labels, fortunately, it tells us that, I do believe there's canola oil in these. Yep, canola oil, so it's a brand I trust, and there's cane sugar, so I can't get these, and I won't get these. One of the chicken nugget brands that I get is Cauliflower. And it's chicken, but it's coated with the cauliflower crust. So when we go to the ingredients for this one, there you go. Now, the other brand of chicken that I get is, and this is actually the one that my family prefers, is Purdue chicken nuggets. They are organic and gluten-free. And let's see if I have them added to my cart already. I don't. Oh, here we go. They look like this, and super clean. Oh, not super clean, but they're clean, and it's a good quick option for whenever we are on the go, and better than McDonald's or anything else. So I'd like to point out right here the cauliflower chicken tenders. If you see how it says save 20%, so yay, we get to save money, woohoo! That's always nice. You can add that to cart. Lunch meat is another thing that we need to talk about, since that is something that a lot of people use. It should be nitrate free and uncured. Applegate, again, is a brand that I usually trust, and in this case I do recommend. We'll go see if it's still in my cart. It is. So we get the organic organic uncured unsweetened turkey breast, and occasionally they'll have it on sale. They don't today, but if you're going to do lunch meat, turkey's the best one to go with because it's one, not ham, which we already know is bad for us. Pigs are toxic and they don't sweat, so we get all those toxins in us. Turkey's a leaner meat and it's a cleaner meat. So that's the one that I would recommend for sandwiches. Fish. I don't buy fish from any of these stores. I get them from Natural Grocers and I get it wild caught when I get it. You want to avoid tilapia, shellfish, catfish, and tuna, even if they are wild caught, just because they are not good for us. Nut butters. So I actually get my nut butter from Target, and we're just gonna go ahead and type it in here. What you want to look for is the kind that you have to stir. No stir means hydrogenated, and that's not good. It means it's not only hydrogenated, but there's usually sugar added to it as well. So no stir, again, that means it has sugar and bad oils. I'll prove it right now. Roasted peanuts, palm oil, cane sugar, sea salt. Whereas if we get the stir kind, it is just dry roasted peanuts, and that is it. Well, great option, and that's what we will get. If you're looking for a jelly option, I don't have a recommendation for these stores, but you can get a brand called Crofters, which has no added sugar, and that is at Natural Grocers. Condiments and sauces, we'll jump back over to Target for that. Primal Kitchen is a really good company for condiments. Most of their stuff is clean and unsweetened, so the ketchup here. Organic tomato concentrate, balsamic vinaigrette, etc., etc. Like good ketchup, we're gonna get that. Salad dressing, same thing. Happy with it. Mayonnaise, you get that. Primal Kitchen's another really good brand. All good things there. As far as oil goes, you want to do unrefined and cold pressed oil when possible. I get coconut oil and use that for some of my cooking. Most of what I cook with is actually avocado oil, and that is just because it doesn't have an aftertaste flavor. Again, Primal Kitchen's a good brand. You can get it at Target. It looks like that. Sweeteners, you want to get raw local honey and raw maple syrup. If you're looking for something that you can do on an advanced plan, Lincanto is a good brand for a maple syrup alternative. As far as sweeteners go, we need to go back to Walmart. I use a sweetener called Swerve. It's about $6, $6 or $7 at Walmart. It's $1 cheaper than any other stores. Here it is right here. Swerve brown sugar replacement. More details. There it is, and it tells us it's got erythritol, prebiotic, vegetable glycerin, fruit juice concentrate for color, and natural flavors. I don't like natural flavors, but this is still the best thing that I can use, that I have found. cookies and cereal, they recently no longer carry Love Grown cereal at, again, either any of these three stores. So I recommend Love Grown. It's a lentil cereal. You get it at Natural Grocers or Sprouts. One day Kroger may start carrying it again, but right now they don't. If you buy cereal at all, guys, I highly recommend getting it organic. Cereals are sprayed really heavy with pesticides, and you would never pour a bowl of, or pour Roundup on your bowl of Cheerios, so why feed your kids Roundup? Like, that's what you're doing. So, at the very least, get your stuff organic. As far as cookies, you want to avoid the corn, wheat, bad oils, and sugar. The brand of cookies that we do for our homes is High Key. They have vanilla wafers, they have lemon, chocolate chip. They're really good. We also do the High Key crackers. You can also do Simple Mills. Let's see if I can find a picture in my cart here. I mean, none of that is a cookie there. But Simple Mills is another really good brand for when it comes to cookies. So is Siete. Siete does add sugar at times, so watch out for that, but at least it's grain-free at the same time. The next thing that we're looking for is crackers and chips. Again, High Key is a really good cracker brand. And Simple Mills is another good cracker brand. When it comes to chips, we do Bare Apple chips. There's nothing additional in the ingredients, if I remember right, other than apples, which that makes my mommy heart happy. Oh, and cinnamon, because this is this apple cinnamon flavor. You can also do plantain chips, or you can do Siete chips. So we'll show you what Siete chips look like. Literally right here. Obviously the tortilla are a little bit better for you. They're made with cassava flour, but at the very end of the day, none of these have bad oils, which is a win. Snacks, here you'll see it. Buddha popcorn is a brand. It's got coconut oil instead of the other oils. Apple chips are a good idea. Cheese sticks, cheese wisp, coconut chips, plantains, unsweetened dried fruit, Lily's chocolate chips, chia seed pouches, kale chips, figgy pops, that's it, fruit bars, etc. Let's see if, I know Walmart does. For fruit snacks, oh, there it is. I knew Walmart had it. I have a huge box of this from Costco, so I haven't had to get them from a store in a while, but the bear rolls are a really good alternative to the fruit roll-ups and other stuff that we've been feeding our kids. And it's literally just fruit. That's it. Dried fruit, and they taste good. I like it. It compares to a fruit roll-up enough to me, so definitely something worth trying. Another good fruit snack option is That's It bars. They are also made with just fruit. Idea there. And Soli bars. So the Solis look like these. They're a little more expensive, so again, should be used sparingly. It adds mango, orange extract, and ascorbic acid. I'm going to actually jump over to Kroger here while we're talking about snacks. The Brazzi Bite gluten-free cheese and pepperoni bites are really quick and easy and decent in ingredients. I want to show you guys this example with the raisins. So every other pack of raisins I've looked at is not just raisins, it's raisins in oil or it's raisins in sugar. This is just organic raisins, which is why I buy like 4 packs at a time. It's a good healthy stock at my house. So that is the gist of our shopping tour for today. I've had a really good time walking you guys through this. If you have questions, please let me know. You can comment in the comments here, or you can send me a message. Either way, know I am here for you, and have a good rest of your